Yo, for the fact that he could just drop this album and then he's number 5 on Spotify, the whole world is crazy.
Yo, I made a playlist to say, here are the songs that I really like from it, to just have a playlist. And then I looked and I'm like, wait, this is almost every song.
We just had this conversation the other day about when you're an established artist, reinventing yourself is the moneymaker.
I want to sit down for this.
First records on albums are important. Like when we did the last album, Energy's Everything with Black Lotus and starting it out very cinematic.
And Paulina.
I think that is very important to set the tone, even if it goes somewhere else. When that Justin Bieber song hit, because I didn't know what to expect, right?
Because it came out of
First of all,
I did, because we had the conversation about the Dark Child thing. So I was ready for the 90s R&B.
But you know what, though?
With a twist.
You were ready for what track 1 would be when you clicked?
No, I was like, like I said, it was amazing.
Oh.
But I was ready to hear the type of R&B that I like.
But how did you assume that was going to happen? Because what gave you the inclination that was what you were going to get? Because
he was looking for certain people?
Because there is... Yes, we can argue that is what this album gave in many respects. But how did you... Because I did not know what to expect at all.
As soon as you told me he was in the lab with Dark Child, I was like, okay.
Yeah, but I don't even know if any of the Dark Child records... I was ready to hear the SWV influence. I was ready to hear the... But I don't even know if any of the Dark Child records even made it to here. So, but
like in that... When you know this is a musician, When you're in a headspace, whether your stuff makes the cut or not, sometimes you help me be in that headspace. I was looking for that.
But the thing is, there's so many, like just talking from a music perspective, there's so many versions of Justin Bieber that are out there. So like because there's the one that we all know and love, which we're all going to always quote, Journals, right? But then there's the different pop extremes of different things. The Sorry, the What Do You Means, like we know he can sing, but it's like knowing what to expect right away. I had because this is a surprise drop, right?
Yeah, I was ready to like it though.
See, I wasn't ready to like it. I was ready to listen because
I know he has debts.
Yeah, he wasn't.
I was ready for him to. I was ready for him to pay off these debts.
But this does not sound like an album.
Sorry?
He didn't make
right. He wasn't on it, right?
No, but it doesn't matter because there's the influence.
I just feel the influence of it.
Yeah, hold on, but you think because he had to pay his debt, so I
knew he was coming. He was going to slap up.
But this is not music that I feel like you would wager to pay your debts on.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
How?
Not to me. Because the music trends of the day is not here.
We just had this conversation the other day about when you're an established artist, reinventing yourself is the moneymaker. Yeah, we talked about Beyonce doing that. We talked about other art, but
we never said Justin Bieber was part of that list of people that can
Justin
do that.
Bieber's entire career tells you he'll look and be like, something else. You can't.
I don't know if all the time.
Can you think of 2 consecutive Justin Bieber records that feel like they came from the same headspace? I feel like I always feel him evolving and adjusting and like this whole 90s baby making I love you R&B is what you do when you're the married man now. Like I was very ready for that.
But it's not because someone even
with Sexy Red.
Somebody had said,
she's hot right now. Y'all gotta sell,
right? Somebody had said something along the lines of, "Oh, this is like it's like New Jack Swing, whatever," and it's not. But
it's not. But it's influence.
But if you really listen to the songs,
but a lot of people don't know what New Jack really is, though.
Exactly because Bruno Mars and Cardi B, Finesse, that's New Jack Swing. That's the only definable New Jack Swing reinvention to the modern time that I can say with like 100% certainty that they went for it and then did it well. But this is like, you know what the music sounds like?
It's new vibes, man. Come on.
But it's new vibes, but it's 90s coded. And I was trying to think about what it sounds like.
And you figured it out.
First of all, they did a sneaky sample of the Can You Stand the Rain interpolation, but they tried to not play the chords for a very long time. And then towards the middle of the song, they eventually went, because I kept hearing them tease, and I'm like, yo, are you guys doing this because you're trying not to pay? But then I checked, and they still have to clear it.
No, because those are the people that we respect, that when they're going to sample a song, they don't just take the song.
We talk about this all the time. They didn't just take the song. They took an existing work that had elements that they got creative with and built upon.
Exactly, I love, right?
Which is incredible.
So,
I really incredible. There was a record on there where he's like super, super quiet, which was a choice. Like there was a lot of things he did that I was also on board.
But the sound, but because I remember I'm a producer, right? And I'm hearing these songs and I'm hearing the instruments that are being used, and these are stuff that I use. And I'm trying to pinpoint what it sounds like. You know what it sounds like? It sounds like the music on PlayStation 1 startup music. Like it sounds
I was listening
like
to that recently.
It sounds like that late 90s. It's all those synths that they made like from the Korgs and the ROM samplers and all these different the DXP, like it sounds coded. Like I'm listening to some of these chord progressions, I'm like, yo, did I make this? Like, and you know, there's another, we've talked about that, but I was just like, yo, this is fucking, I'd made a playlist to say, here are the songs that I really like from it, to just have a playlist. And then I looked and I'm like, wait, this is almost every song, just except maybe one or two, and then like the Drewski, because that doesn't really count. But like the instrumentation, because apparently he just hooked up with like 5 guys, and it's pretty much them for the whole time. And I just thought it was risky. It's risky to me. Like I know to you felt like, oh, the rent was due, and they're like, because that's like a different, because there is the part of the 90s that people sample and use, and I know what it sounds like. As a DJ, I know what that sounds like. This is not that. This is the other part of it that was kind of that was starting to get its legs. You know who kind of does stuff like this? Pink Panthers kind of does some of this stuff, this dreamcore kind of like atmospheric shit. And he found a way to do it in a way that was palatable and digestible. And that's why I decided to listen to it, even though it was a long ass album, because it's like, who the hell has time? So I'm going to give a shout out to him for doing that. Because Daniel
Caesar did a little production on one of those.
And Daniel C, he brought some of his Canadian after he did I Got My Peaches Out in Georgia with Daniel Caesar. He brought him along. There's this guy named Dijon that everyone keeps talking about. Yeah. But apparently he produced and wrote on like 5 songs. So like he's bringing people, and then the last record is with which Winans is it? Marvin Winans, like he's I'm listening to the tone of his voice, and I'm like, yo,
forgiveness,
these guys can't fuck with him. Like the people that
vocally,
the people that are from his era that are supposed to do that type of music.
Who's in Justin's era? Give me a name.
Yeah, like what does that mean? I don't even
because
isn't he not just?
Because I remember when Justin Bieber first came out, the big thing was they were forcing him out because they wanted to catch him before puberty hit him. And then puberty hit him and he kept his voice, and they said, well, take a break now.
I guess the R&B Renaissance, I would put him in the era of the R&B Renaissance.
Yeah, but
So not who came out.
I think Justin Bieber stands alone.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying.
I don't think there's anybody around him. I think he's too young for Chris Brown.
Welcome to Jamrock.
Wait, what? wait.
He said,
I need to understand this.
Stands alone. Welcome to Jamrock. Yes, that's why I stand alone.
Okay. Yeah. You know what? I respect that.
You're lucky I watch a lot of 106 in Park, or I wouldn't have got it. I got it immediately.
And that's good.
I just thought it was such a deep cut.
Oh, shit. Okay, so let's round out the album, because I think we
the fact that he could just drop this album and then he's number 5 on Spotify, the whole world is crazy.
Because that means
like from being out from like nowhere
I
near.
gotta be honest,
he was nowhere near there.
I thought he would have done higher.
Wait, higher on what?
He's from
on
nowhere
Billboard,
and then went to number 5.
Justin, right?
Yes, he was nowhere and then went to 5.
I honestly thought he would have went higher.
But he just dropped the other day. He's gonna go higher. It was just the other day. It was just a few days last week.
You're talking about him being on the Billboard 200?
Or
I'm talking about Spotify most listened.
I understand. Sorry.
The whole world globally. Right. You know how Weekend's number 1, and you know
Weekend back.
Okay, sorry. I didn't know what you were talking about.
He jumped from 30s, 40s, or whatever it was to 5 off of like
no, bro, because
it's crazy.
Just make music that you can listen to, man. It's easy to listen to.
Yeah, but he returned to the niggas on this.
Yeah, he did.
Returned? He left us when?
Yes.
When did he leave us?
When he wasn't really doing anything with us.
When?
Okay.
What musical part? There's no iteration of Justin Bieber where I thought that's not for me.
I just mean like
when no. There is. Where he was going to.
The moment I heard him and Drake on Right Here, I was like, yeah, this guy's for me forever.
Pause. Nah, man, I don't know, man. Okay, let me see.
The album he dropped was 2021.
Justice?
Right? No, Justice 2021.
Okay, read the track listing. There's stuff on there for us.
No, but wait, you know what?
Okay, I didn't say there's nothing on there for us.
I didn't like the Yummy. The Yummy album wasn't
Yummy. That's not for.
It was pandering us. Wait, it wasn't.
What fucking album was Yummy?
Changes 2020.
Oh.
Girl, you got that Yummy. That's not for the Max.
It is us. But
that's
it's
for us at the pool party.
It's the us, but it's the version of R&B that I don't. I know it's.
Are you being serious,
bro?
Why are you looking at me? I didn't say it. He always.
You know what's funny? Because I'm looking at the track listing, right? And Yummy Yummy is the only song from this
That you remember?
17 album outfit
Yeah,
that is of memorable, and it wasn't a great record. So let's
so
not do this.
Justice.
Wait, there's a lot of songs.
No,
on
no,
here.
we're not talking about Justice because Justice happened at a time it
You're not
wasn't
talking
even
about
being
Justice.
well received.
You know, because Justice has Ghost.
And it has, isn't that where the Peaches record is from, in
I
effect?
got my.
Or is that from,
Yes, it's from that. Yes.
Peaches
Come on,
on
that's
here.
what.
or is Peaches from,
No, it's from
Oh
that.
yeah, Peaches is on here.
yeah.
Yeah, of course.
that
you
was his
crazy?
return.
That
But-
was he's running shit.
But even then, there's something about here where he tapped into the niggadom, and I respect it. And even Drewski on the interludes is like, man, no, you really got that soul. And Bieber's like, yeah, no, you're right, no, you black, man. And he's like, yeah, no, I feel you. Yeah, and now Drewski is like a top streaming artist because those songs he's as a primary artist, Drewski talking, and Drewski now has millions of streams on his Spotify.
He has 7 million.
You might want to sit down for this.